One day at the beach, the wind blew fiercely. The ocean waves dashed high on the rocks. Swish, splash, swish, splash. A little seashell in the ocean deep was awakened from his sleep. The angry ocean tossed the little seashell back and forth, until he could hardly get his breath. The little seashell cried, "Oh, I am so frightened." Then, with one big swish, a huge wave spilled the little seashell out on the sandy beach, and there he lay, too afraid to move. Then everything was still. The waves stopped dashing and splashing. The wind made a soft whispering sound. The bright sun came out and smiled down on the trembling little seashell. The whisper made by the wind was like a lullaby as it sang. Shh, little seashell, lying in the sand, do not be afraid. You have friends on the land. The waves murmured softly, "Shh, little seashell, from the ocean deep, listen to my lullaby, and soon you'll be asleep." The sun said not a word, but shone radiantly, warming the little seashell, so that he felt all safe and comfortable. Soon the soothing lullaby of the wind and the whispering of the waves lulled the little seashell to sleep. Suddenly, the little seashell was rudely awakened. He felt himself snatched up and tossed high into the air. Then he heard a noisy boy say, "This is just an old seashell. It's not worth anything. I don't want it." The little seashell was very much frightened, but the ocean whispered, "Shh, little seashell, just lie very still. Nothing can bother you. Nothing will." The breeze sang, "Shh, little seashell, be patient and still. Nothing can harm you. Nothing will." Then a tired little boy came to where the seashell was lying, and the seashell could see that the tired little boy was crying because he was lost from his mother and father. The tired little boy sat down on the beach. He looked so sad that the little seashell forgot his own troubles because he felt so sorry for the tired, lost little boy. The little seashell thought to himself, Perhaps if I whisper the quiet sound, the tired little boy will hear me." So he whispered, "Shh." The tired little boy stopped crying and looked all around to see where such a quiet sound was coming from. Then he saw the little seashell. "What a pretty seashell," he said. "Shh," whispered the seashell. "The seashell is talking to me," said the little boy. He held it close to his ear and listened. Soon the tired little boy's mother and father came along, and they were so happy to find that their little boy was safe and not crying. The father picked up the tired little boy, who held the seashell in his hand that had now grown limp. In fact, the little boy's whole body was limp, for he was now fast asleep. They all went home together, the mother, the father, the tired little boy, and the seashell. And all night long the seashell lay on the toy shelf in the little boy's room and sang the song that the wind and the waves had taught him. He felt so happy because he knew he had helped the tired little boy by singing his quiet song. Puff Puff was a precious little bunny with tall white ears and a powder puffy tail. One day, as he was hippity-hopping along, he saw his very own purple shadow with long ears hippity-hopping in front of him. Puff Puff stopped hippity-hopping. The purple shadow stopped hippity-hopping too. Puff Puff turned around. The purple shadow turned around. Wherever he went, the shadow went. And whatever he did, the shadow did exactly the same things. Finally, Puff Puff said, "I know what I will do. I will chase my purple shadow and catch it. Then I'll take it home to show my brothers and sisters." So Puff Puff chased, and he chased, and he chased. But he could not catch his purple shadow with long ears. He grew so tired that he just had to rest. The shadow rested too. Puff Puff's right ear drooped, and his left ear drooped. Of course, the purple shadow's ears drooped out of sight. Soon, Puff Puff was sleeping soundly. When he woke up, his purple shadow was gone. Puff Puff was so disappointed. He began to cry. Now Mr. Woodchuck heard Puff Puff crying and asked, "Why are you crying, Puff Puff?" "Oh," replied Puff Puff, trying to keep back the tears, "I had a purple shadow that hopped along with me, but now it's gone away. Where can my shadow be?" "Chuck, Chuck," said Mr. Woodchuck, "I'm going into a hole now and sleep all winter, so I have no time to help you." And Mr. Woodchuck disappeared. Puff Puff thought to himself, "I have many friends in the woods. I will ask one of them to help me find my shadow." So he went to Mrs. Bushytail the squirrel. Mrs. Bushytail was hurrying here and hurrying there, but she stopped hurrying when she noticed Puff Puff. She said, "Chicory-chee, chicory-chee, you are the saddest-looking bunny I ever did see." "Ah, I'm sad indeed," sighed Puff Puff. "I had a purple shadow that hopped along with me, but now it's gone away. Where can my shadow be?" Mrs. Bushytail said, "I do wish I could help you find your shadow, Puff Puff, but I must gather nuts before winter sets in. I have no time, so excuse me, please." And Mrs. Bushytail scampered away. Puff Puff said, "I know. I'll ask Gertie Gartersnake to help me. She crawls very close to the earth and would certainly see a shadow plainly." So Puff Puff hippity-hopped to ask Gertie Gartersnake to help him. He said, "I had a purple shadow that hopped along with me, but now it's gone away. Where can my shadow be?" Gertie Gartersnake said, "Sss! I'm sorry, Puff Puff. I'm not at all interested in shadows because I have none of my own." Sss! Gertie Gartersnake curled up in a ring and went to sleep. So Puff Puff Hippity hopped away to find Mr. Hoot Owl. "Mr. Hoot Owl knows everything," said Puff Puff. "I am sure he will help me." There was old Mr. Hoot Owl sitting on the branch of a tree, winking, blinking, and thinking. "Ooh, ooh, ooh," he asked. "You look as if you had lost your only friend, Puff Puff. Ooh." "My shadow," said Puff Puff. "That's who. I had a purple shadow that hopped along with me, but now it's gone away. Where can my shadow be?" "Oh, don't worry about that," said wise old Mr. Hoot Owl. "I've lost my shadow many, many times, but I just sit patiently and wait. It always comes back to me." "It does?" asked Puff Puff in surprise. "Are you sure? Very sure?" "Of course I am sure," replied Mr. Hoot Owl. "Remember that I know everything there is to know." So Puff Puff took Mr. Hoot Owl's advice and waited. He waited and he waited, and then the bright yellow sun peeked out from behind a fluffy cloud and smiled. Puff Puff blinked and blinked his little pink eyes, for right there, much to his surprise, was his very own purple shadow with tall ears. And Puff Puff hippity-hopped as fast as he could go to show the purple shadow to his brothers and sisters. And the purple shadow with long ears hippity-hopped right along in front of him.